First homicide responding, flames from the roof of a residence, 1082 17th Avenue Southeast, in map 411 Bravo.
The nonprofit foundation Firefighters for Healing was born, and after 5 years of hard work, planning, and fundraising, we realized our dream of launching our very own burn camp for kids, Camp Red.
One of the best things about Camp Red is that there's not a lot of people in our life that we know of really who's been through this, so it's nice to have a community that has that in common. It helps you heal. And there's kids here who are really positive and energetic and just, you know, don't let the scars hold you back. They don't define you.
It's definitely a second home for them. It's a place where they send their kids here, they know their kids are going to have a great experience, be loved by the counselors, be loved by each other, and it's a safe place for their kids that may not feel that space in their normal life, especially with their peers. Really cool to see them express that kind of love and respect for each other.
Even during those moments where it's so dark that you don't even think there's light at the end of that tunnel, I promise it's going to be okay. There are people that really, really care, and that it matters to them that you're okay. This camp has done absolute wonders for him. It just has given him the confidence that I always knew was there, but it has made him go from a leader to just a shooting star. It's really, really helped him come out of his shell and his bubble, both as an individual, but also as a burn survivor.
It was always you.
Immediately after the successful first year of Camp Red, we set up a meeting with Dr. Gakin, a burn surgeon at Hennepin Healthcare and longtime friend and supporter of Firefighters for Healing. We asked Dr. G, now that we realized our dream of Camp Red, what more could we do to support the patients and families of first responders and burn survivors while they're receiving care here in the Twin Cities? His response was almost immediate.
We need housing. Looking back at the time I spent at Hennepin County Medical Center as a teenager, I can remember my mom sleeping in the chair in my hospital room and bathing herself in my sink. She did this because she didn't want to take the time to travel back home and leave me alone in the hospital while I was a patient in the burn center. Today, all of these years later, I'm a burn surgeon working in the very same hospital and very same burn center in which I was treated. And although there has been a tremendous amount of advances in burn care since I was a patient, many of my families and patients are doing the same things that my mother did. They too do not want to leave their loved ones while they are in the hospital to travel back home to shower and get rest.
It was clear we needed housing, and not just any housing. Housing that was right next door to the hospital.
Enter our friends at Krause Anderson. They had just completed building their new corporate headquarters and a 9-story apartment called HQ, just 1 block away from Hennepin Healthcare. Based on the assumption that not all the brand new apartments would be filled immediately, we went to the Diesner family, the owners of Krause Anderson, and asked if they might consider partnering with us on just 3 apartments to support the patients and families of HCMC. Their response was an immediate, yes, how can we help?
As the need continued to grow, Firefighters for Healing was there. We expanded from 3 to 7 apartments at HQ. That's when we knew we needed our own building, and the vision for our transitional healing center was born.
What we didn't realize was that trying to find a piece of land to build our new healing center in a 2-block radius of Hennepin Healthcare, and also next to a $1 billion stadium, wasn't going to actually be very easy.
Chris and I had drawn a circle of a 2-block radius around Hennepin Healthcare, and we were on a mission to talk to every land and building owner inside of this radius. A while back, I coined a term called thin space, which is an unexplainable event in a divine intersection, where the big man upstairs puts you in the right place at the right time. Meeting George Sherman, our developer, was the definition of a thin space. George was in talks with Thrivent to build a new 10-story apartment building 1 block away from Hennepin Healthcare. He wanted to give back, and he offered to work with us to sell us space on the 2nd floor at skyway level of his new building.
After 3 more years of planning, negotiating, fundraising, the groundbreaking of the Moment Building and the Transitional Healing Center took place May 19th of 2021.
That brings us to today. The truth is that we wouldn't be here today, opening our doors to the Transitional Healing Center, without countless hours of dedication from our board members, volunteers, putting together events like the Red Tide Gala, and the love and support of so many that believed in this mission along the way.
If you gave 1 hour of volunteer time, $1 or thousands of dollars,
we want to say thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity
and belief in our mission.
Your support will change countless lives
for generations to come.
On behalf of burn survivors, we thank you.
On behalf of the first responders who serve, we thank you.
On behalf of Camp Red, we thank you.
On behalf of all of the Burn Center staff, we thank you.
we thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.